Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. And if you haven't been here before, please hit the subscribe button. And I hope I earn everyone hitting that like button. Please do so. Well, we're going to be continuing. We're in December 1939. Now, I'm sort of thinking spring, early spring to invade. That will allow me to get through some of these divisions. Yeah, I'm going to spring these guys out early. I know they're ill-trained. We're going to suffer through that. Because you can see here we are quite low on forces here. So even partially trained, and not that I needed these right now, but I wanted to just a garrison unit. Yeah, I think this and this touch. So let's move him to here. Boy, what was I on about? Other than moving these units here. Oh boy, I don't know. Forgot. Gamer is losing his mind. Yeah, no, Gamer is just really tired. Okay, he is fully up armored spearhead. He's coming here. So what I'm going to do here is we've got this guy up here, so we're going to move this division to there. And these guys are going to come and fill that up. So we have, that's just a garrison, unit here, which is, fairly damn weak, but at least it's another unit. Don't know what the AI will see. Otherwise, we've got 2 divisions all along the border with France with some fairly decent fortifications. Okay. We're getting that done. We've got through to there, so armored spearhead. A lot of good tactics. Tactical withdrawal. Okay, well, I think... yeah, less organization loss, more fuel capacity. Yeah, we will do this next. Hey ZZ, you ought to, if you want to get discussion on what's going on in Russia, go check out my other channel, Meaningless Drivel. I like that option. My channel Crisis Report, I did a 3-hour live stream a few hours ago. So you might want to check that out. Okay, we're going to, I guess, start that. Yeah, or like after this stream is over or something. I talked about it for 3 hours, so yeah. Well, that was just impromptu, things were happening, and I figured I should, instead of just making a video, I figured I should talk about it, because I did not have a lot of solid information, and it was me just following the news and, again, talking. Okay, all right, so now we're at 9 a day. We got 800 to catch up on. We are very slowly. Let's do some more medium tanks here. Yeah, let's... Okay, how many? We've got a lot of light tanks and a lot of cavalry tanks. So I think... Let's go down by that. And let's up each of these by 2. Or by 1. 1 per. So that we catch up here. Oh, and Tom's back. Well, good. I don't know if there's anybody live right now. It's over on YouTube or Kick. Oh, it says Kick. It says 6 viewers. Say hi, somebody over there if you want. And 7 watching over on Rumble, it says. Well, hello. I believe there's at least somebody there. More people over on YouTube, but and Twitch, but I do like viewers. Okay. How vulnerable is heavy bombers in this game? I don't know. I don't know that I really have heavy bombers as in like B-17s. We got medium bombers as in HE-111s. You know, almost 170 plus whatever is in some units out here. We got some extra naval bombers and some flying boats. We've got a lot of fighters. Good that we're building that up. We've got some fast bombers. I think most air wings are 50 in Black Ice, so we'll be able to deploy a few of those. Well, okay, we're barely ahead of time. Yeah, let's get this going. Okay, so well, he isn't in the division. Okay. Okay, Maximilian von Welch. Let's take all of these and put him there. Let's add him. Right. Okay, so him up to there. Let's also set him up to there so we can... Looks like a lot of forces here. We're going to probably trap them there in Danzig and whatnot. That's just a garrison unit. Is that a new... No, that's okay. Yeah, let's add you to there. Where is 1939 is a earthquake? Okay. Now how are we doing upgrading this division here? Okay, we've got almost enough mediums and regular tanks and about half of the support tanks as we should. Now here that's Maximilian von Welch, von Winch, however you say that. And then here he is there. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. No, go away. Rubber processing research test finished. There we go. Okay, so that it was why did you jump over there? Which one was that? That was here. No. Here. Okay, good. So that's going to increase by 1 all of our synthetic rubber refineries, more output. That would give us another 1 per refinery. Okay, now here, fuel usage down. I don't know, charcoal engine would really reduce these. It definitely would reduce civilian, which this up there does. Well, let's wait 3 or 4 days and then we'll hit that button. Yeah, the HE-111 grief. Yeah, no, the Germans had a few heavy bombers. They just did not have many heavy bombers. Is this what do they want me to? Convert to this as the fast bomber, I guess. I'm gonna let this one go for a while. Just get more of them. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, again, we're gonna, I guess, just wait a little bit, like I was saying. Wait for that, yeah. There we go. Now it's not any ahead. Here. That's the way it's set up. Yep, we're gonna do this. Rubber lack of penalty minus 1%. Factory output. Nice. Supply. Synthetic refinery construction speed. Oh, that's all really good, but let's do this first. Well, we're in 1940. Yeah. Oh, we have another research slot available, do we? Okay. Here. Pack 40. That's tempting. MP40s. Well, a lot of good stuff. We'll probably wait on that a bit. Attack, fortifications, defense. Going into Belgium. Don't know if we'll get this done in time, but lots of that kind of stuff there. Need tank capacity. Okay, well. Oh, well, there we go. Improved motorization. So we need more tank capacity. So, 2 tank assemblies. No tank assemblies. So we're going to do this 35 days, 1 military factory, and a tank, and 2 tank assemblies. That should help. Okay, switching over to this armor has definitely caused needing more of that. I think we still just need trucks. We've definitely caught up on light vehicles. Yeah, trucks. Don't know how we're doing on. Man, this is taking up a hell of a lot of trucks. Other decisions do we have? For motor, we just don't have the trucks. We just don't have the trucks. Yeah, we just don't have the trucks. Yeah. Oh, we need more political power for various things, but we'll do that. Okay, casemates. That we just got done, but we are now in 1940, so well, those are all 41. Not that we're gonna wait necessarily that long, but let's. Oh, we need some flak. Pack 30. Okay, so we need those 2 pack, flak and pack. Okay, the 150 millimeter sig we need. The PCR. Okay, that would be good. Heat ammunition. Right, both of those are good. I think we will do this first. Okay, we're going to deploy those too. Yeah, I know it's early. Motorized, we're down. Okay, well, we can do some more of these standard. We could do the division there, but I don't know about that just yet. That was formed before Poland. Okay, so we now have that one. Okay, let's go. We're using these as coastal and other garrisoning divisions. forces. I don't really consider that much of a division. I'll get some equipment soon. All right, well. Okay, well, it's somewhat garrisoned here. We do have flak luft zone there that looks fairly solid. We could use here. We got them up there as well. So we're getting some flak zones. Okay, electric torpedoes. Now, electric torpedoes are interesting. Most torpedoes, or a lot of torpedoes, probably most would be the correct, used a compressed air type system that would feed into the motor that to propel the torpedo. And at the time, at least, that was the fastest way to propel a torpedo. There's a few problems with that system. The biggest one was, well, one, of course, sometimes, torpedoes wouldn't run well. But even if you set them to go below the surface a ways, some of it's their speed would cause a wake, but more of it that to be spotted was the bubbles coming up out of the compressed air engine to propel the torpedo. The Japanese found that instead of using compressed air, if they use compressed oxygen, no nitrogen in it, just compressed oxygen, and they're the only ones, to my knowledge, during World War II that did this, is using, sometimes the torpedoes would leak and they'd have to be refilled and maybe just refilled with air. But mostly they were trying to do oxygen so that it would not give away that there's a torpedo coming. Because if you spot a torpedo out there as it's coming at you, even one of those, you can potentially, depending on how far out you spot it, you can maneuver your ship to miss the torpedo. But also, it gives you a way where the enemy ship, or the submarine that at least launched the torpedo, was when he launched it. What the electric torpedo did, and they were generally a lot slower, is have no bubbles coming out and probably a lot less of a surface wake. I say that because you don't know how deep it's running or just how fast. Because even if it's down a little ways, it'll still create a wake on the surface. Now, the Germans came up with a rather good electric torpedo that supposedly functioned quite well. And the Americans got a hold of one of them, or the British did, or somebody, but eventually the information gets to the Americans. And they take a look at it, and the Navy's torpedo building and designing facility, the one who was so sure that what Mark 14 torpedo was really good. They'd never test fired a single one of them. So, but they were sure that it was good. The guy one of the guys who was responsible for making these torpedoes that they'd never test fired is put in charge of the submarines out in the Pacific, and he's absolutely sure that his torpedoes work great. Again, he's never fired one of them. And so when all of his submarine commanders coming and say these torpedoes don't work, he blames the commanders, not the torpedoes, because he's absolutely sure. Now, of course, he's entirely wrong. The depth sensor, instead of out on the nose, it was back here, and it would work just fine to tell you how deep the torpedo is, so long as the torpedo is stationary. Because when it's back, the depth sensor is back here, it sort of creates a bit of a vacuum, if you will. So as it's going along, so it thinks it's shallower than it is. So once they set it to run on the surface, it would run, I don't know, 6, 8 feet, whatever, below the surface. So it was never worked right. So they just set it to always run on the surface, and it would run more or less good. The magnetic detonators, well, they were tested. Up here, and they worked all right up here. Earth's magnetic field is very different down here particularly, but in this part of the world it's a lot stronger, and there's various, I don't know even if we quite know why there's different magnetic fields in different regions, and it's not just like a north-south kind of thing. It's literally different regions. So whether it's large, iron deposits in the crust, below the crust, magma activities, the magnetic pole things, I don't know, but it's a lot, enough that it negatively affects radios in this part of the world. So it's pretty bad. So the magnetic exploders, but also Britain's and Germany's didn't work so great either, but Americans were atrocious. So again, they never test fired it. Oh, and the firing pins would actually work best if it was a glancing blow, because a straight-on blow would, I forget the details of why that would trigger it right. But so if you got like a dead 90-degree hit on it, with the standard firing pins, it mostly wouldn't work. If you had a glancing blow, it probably would work. So yeah, the guys who came up with all of that stuff and never test fired one of their things, so they looked at this German electric torpedo and go, yeah, let's make improvements. Didn't work as well as, and they sent them out to the improved version were sent out to the U.S. submariners, and nope, they didn't work nearly as well as the Germans did. So yeah, these guys who can't get damn torpedoes right, and they also had problems with their airdrop torpedoes as well too. So yeah, the guys who couldn't do it improved the German design and do it. So what the Germans really liked about the electronic torpedoes is, again, if you're shooting at a slow target like a merchant vessel, and you can get it not like immediately before or after it, zigzags, and get it lined up right, you can fire them out there at, a fair distance, and they'll go slow, but they'll go sure, they'll hit their target, and there won't be, probably, especially in the Atlantic, a lot of signs that a torpedo's coming. And then the first thing they know is, boom. So that worked really well for the Germans to do that, as as well as anything did. Worked Theirs worked pretty well. So yeah, electric torpedoes. Interesting topic. Why am I build? Oh well, okay, I hit the wrong thing. Well, we'll build that out. Okay, it'll be useful still. Let's throw one into Frank in here. So if you had choices, meaning torpedoes in your torpedo tubes, if it was something like a military target, something that was moving rather quick, you would probably want to fire, you know, air-based torpedo at them. If you've got merchant vessels that are going slow, and this includes the Americans shooting at Japanese merchant vessel, excuse me, a little bit of hiccups, you probably want to use your electronic torpedoes. Foreign volunteers, well, nice. This won't get us enough tank factories, I don't think. It's slowing up because it says we need 4 or whatever. Okay, yes, we already know. Assassination. Oh, well, he survived a while ago. What are we talking about here? I don't. Pull again on fuel. So, let's reduce that down. And let's reduce that down. That'll get us a couple of more civilian factories. So long as we're not starting to use up our reserves. We're doing well here. Okay, strengthening tank. Okay, well that did get us enough. Good. Okay, February. All right. Well, let's troop and Shul. SSR. That would be really nice. We need to be at peace or something like that. Nah, requires one of the treaty with the USSR. Okay. 20 days. Well, okay, we're still just in February. Right. Well, when we get that, then we need to second no. Okay. Soviet Union. Well, is there another one for the declaration of war on Poland? Balkan dominance push south, which we're not going to do. Yeah, this is getting down into for war with Russia. Ah, there we are. That's what I was looking for. So okay, so 28 days to get here. We assert Western claims. Operation Westerbung, Denmark. Okay, so well, I think if we continue down what I want to do, which is continue to build some more rubber refineries and other good things, it's going to delay it too much. we might hold off a little bit. But I think now we should do this. Establish the Gestapo 20. The Gestapo was established, well, technically before Goering takes over the presidency of Prussia. Goering was president of Prussia, which is sort of like being a super governor in America, governor of a mega state. Oh, yeah. And that's the Gestapo was part of the Prussian political sort of police outfit. Mobilized the Reich. Okay, another 7 days there. Has limited mobilization. Active. So we will need to do here 30 days. Because right now we're at standing army, so we're a bunch of negatives there. So we'll go to about half again as negatives. All right, so let's get this going now. Okay, we're not even doing a tank a day. Ah, man, we're building them faster than that. Yeah, maybe my choice is okay. Anti-air. Well, let's just one heavy artillery. Oh, we probably don't need all that heavy artillery. Let's take a look at our 120 medium mountain light 1,000. Well, we'll probably go down in it. At least one. Infantry guns. How much? Infantry guns are cool, but okay, only one. I'm really reluctant to get rid of entirely the singles. Okay. Trains. We need 160. Okay, so far that looks good for um that. Okay, semi-motor, motorized. Okay, how many radios do we have? Radios. Okay, we have over 9,000. Good. Good, good, good. Says it right there. Okay, so support battalions, and we'll do motorized battalions. Oh, has truck radio. We don't have truck radios yet. Okay, well, we'll do that. Okay, mainly mountaineers. Okay, we'll do that. Now, okay, let's click over here. Infantry, they need 5,000. We only have 4,000. Handheld anti-tank. Well, I guess we'll introduce it there. Well, they're not going to fight tanks right away. More radios. And I guess more handheld anti-tank. All right. Well, I don't want to let these episodes get too long, so I want to thank everyone for. No, I don't want to load. I want to say no. I'm hitting the wrong thing twice. There we go. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. Please post your questions, comments, suggestions. See you next time for more. Yes, more heart